Crocodile tears didn't save this woman, as this angry judge slammed her for forgery and destruction of her husband's property. The courtroom scene could have been straight out of a drama series. Rachel Anley, accused of destroying her ex-husband Timothy's property, walked in, trying to look like the victim. She even cried, hoping the judge would feel sorry for her, but the judge wasn't having any of it. With a firm look and sharp words, the judge clarified that no fake tears would change what had happened. As the evidence piled up, Rachel's act fell apart, and the truth started to come out like a shocking plot twist. The case was all about Rachel destroying Timothy's property and forging his signature to access his mortgage details. After their divorce in March 2023, both agreed on a plan for Timothy to collect his belongings from the house. To make it fair, the court ordered specific times for Timothy to pick up his stuff while Rachel stayed away, but things didn't go as planned. When Timothy showed up on the scheduled days, Rachel was not only there, but also had her boyfriend with her. To make matters worse, most of the items he was supposed to retrieve, like his pontoon boat, lawnmower, tools, and even clothes, were either damaged or missing. The most shocking part was when Timothy claimed his kids told him she had burned a lot of his stuff in the backyard. When questioned, Rachel gave excuse after excuse. She claimed she didn't have anywhere else to go during the times Timothy was supposed to be there, even though the court order clearly stated she had to stay away. Rachel argued she didn't know the exact timing. The judge immediately shut that down, pointing out that the order had clear dates and times. Her continued denial only made her look less believable. The situation got worse when Timothy accused Rachel of forging his signature to get information about his mortgage. He brought documents from several mortgage companies showing that someone had asked for his payoff details using his name. When he called the title company, they sent him a copy of the authorization form, and his name was clearly forged on it. Timothy explained that Rachel was the only person who knew his social security number by heart, which made it clear who was responsible. Rachel denied everything, but the judge wasn't convinced. The judge compared Rachel's signatures from other documents with the forged ones and noticed they were very similar. "I'm not a handwriting expert," the judge said, "but I've seen enough to know you did this." As the tension rose, Rachel's defenses crumbled. She claimed Timothy was lying about his damaged belongings and said everything he left behind was untouched. Timothy responded with a detailed list of items that were destroyed or missing, from expensive tools to personal clothes. The judge, clearly frustrated, asked why Rachel hadn't brought any photos or proof to back up her claims. Rachel had no answer. The courtroom grew tense as Timothy described how much Rachel's actions had cost him. He explained that the house was almost foreclosed because she hadn't paid the mortgage. He had to step in and make payments to save it. Timothy also shared that Rachel had mishandled money before, including a $40,000 settlement she received years ago that she never used for their household. "I just can't do this anymore," Timothy said, clearly worn out by the ordeal. It became obvious that Rachel had ignored court orders and tried to make Timothy's life as difficult as possible. Burning his property, blocking him from getting his belongings, and forging his signature painted a clear picture of revenge. Even Rachel's tears couldn't cover up what she had done. The judge, tired of hearing excuses, finally spoke up. "This boho cry means nothing," the judge said. "You're not credible. I do believe you're not credible. I fully believe you forged his name." The final verdict hit Rachel hard. The judge ordered her to pay Timothy $64,368.71 for the damages and missing property. On top of that, if the marital home didn't sell the next day as planned, Timothy would get full ownership of it. Rachel protested, saying it wasn't fair to her or her kids, but the judge didn't budge. "You have been totally vengeful," the judge said firmly, making it clear that Rachel's actions were the reason for the harsh judgment.